Hey man, pour some more Henny in this cup, nigga. You know, some of y'all probably went out back smoking and shit, but you know, I don't really get into all that. Yeah. Man. Boy, it's been a long ass week, nigga. We rollin' the same game, different levels, and we're dealing with the same hell, but different devils looking up to the sky to ask the Lord to propel us. See that girl I want when you see fit to email us when she finally texts you back. She say she miss you, but she only hits your line, cause you're convenient, so just tell her be specific. It's so essential, cause there way too many credits with no credentials. And you know that I ain't stunting at all. It's crazy how.
Before I guess formally get started, we lost one of our soldiers, man. We lost one of our soldiers. So I would love to take a minute to share a moment of silence for the homie Nipsey Hussle, man. Cool, we back. Yo. This is the fourth episode of season 2 of Coolin with AC. I have an amazing songwriter, lyricist, artist all above, and a great individual with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Man, Tim Gent, man. How y'all doing, man?
Yeah.
Clarksville, Tennessee, man. Based here in Nashville, man. Rocking with my man AC. Gonna get to it.
Let's get it, man. So you born and raised in Clarksville?
Yeah, born and raised.
Word. What high school you?
Kenwood.
Oh, you went to Kenwood. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a vet. Did you play any sports growing up?
Yeah,
or?
I played basketball. Yeah,
you hooped? Okay.
Yeah, I played basketball. Yeah, I mean, I set the bench.
I understand, but still, it's still hoopers in Clarksville, though.
Nah, for real, like serious hoopers, like for real, like, and it's we'll get into it. Like, it's crazy, like being somebody from that city that other people look at as someone who will progress and make it out is dope, because like a lot of like stars are born and bred in Clarksville, Tennessee that get their lights put out early, whether it be death or like the opportunities just aren't there for some of the things that will be there soon, you know what I'm saying, in the future via, people getting out. But now it's known for like sports, Alex Porter's from
yes sir,
Clarksville, Bashard Graves, Jalen Reeves-Maven, Dee Smith, Monty Burney, like it's just it goes on and on. So it's Daniel Norrell. I had to do that. I know he's just in case he watched this.
For sure. Y'all still claim Sean Marion and because I know he's from Chicago originally.
Yeah, he went to Clarksville High, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. I really speak on like people that I know personally, that I see that like I can pick up the phone and call them today. Like maybe not Bashar, you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with her, but everybody else I name, I know, like I have their number, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah.
That's wonderful, man. So, did your parents influence you to do music or what?
Man, I would say yeah, because I grew up in church. So because of that, like, I was forced to go to church, of course. But I played the drums, and originally I was like singing in church and stuff like that. My pops, he can sing. So I would say, yeah, my parents definitely influenced me. Not like, they weren't like album heads and bumping records all through the house. It wasn't really like that, but like they made me go to church. So I was always around music. I like found myself in the music corner and stayed there until like even now, you know what I'm saying? Like even now, I was the head drummer for my church until I moved up here. So yeah, so I was always into music, just like a different genre.
So explain to me like your stages of artistry, like from when you started rapping, because with you playing the drums, I know you could pick up different cadences for your flows.
Right.
So like which flow were you, like when you started, which flow were you catering to the most, as far as like which one was your favorite, one of your favorite ones?
Man, it's funny because I wrote a bunch of songs like when I was young. Now, I won't say a bunch, but I just wrote songs when I was young, and I remember them now. And they were more like singing.
Yeah.
It was more like singing stuff going on. But when I first started rapping, I don't know, it's all over the place. Like, and that was one thing that people like said about my flow is like it's unorthodox. Like I'm kind of, not that I'm battling the beat, but I'm like woven in and out of, you know what I'm saying, like compartments of the beat. So it was really all over. I sometimes like try to get back to when it was raw like that, because I didn't think like, okay, this line. Then next line. I was really like this line. I was really saying what was on my heart and on my mind without thinking about how I can make it sound cool. So it was dope. I want to get back to that. Like, yeah.
Honestly, bro, like I love your style.
I appreciate
because
it.
of dude, like you're not limited at all. And what I mean by that is you can play with, because you can play with different flows. You don't have to end your last word on a downbeat or anything like that. It just keeps going. Right. Petty tells me that's the Euro flow. Like he just, you know what I'm saying, you just keep going. Like you two are like my favorites.
That's what's up.
You two are like my favorites here, man. And man, I listened to your album, Life Away From Home.
Okay.
And what is it called? 333?
Yeah.
Killed it. And Pain Pill, bro.
That's my
oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
That's my joint,
like your level of artistry is like amazing.
I appreciate that, man.
So how long did it take for you to get to that point to where you were just comfortable with just making like your music that way?
This whole time, like these whole like since 2011 to I released that in 2018. So me and AB started working on that project at the very end of 2000. I don't know. Was it in 2017? No, it was the beginning of 2017 when me and AB started working on that project. Yeah. And I don't know. It was like timing, because at that time I was meeting Brian Taylor.
Shout out Brian Taylor, by the way. He's amazing.
He's
amazing.
Actually like one of the sole reasons I moved up here, because me and him had connected in Chattanooga on like some crazy, like nothing but God, like for real, because I had a show out there. I wasn't going to go to it. I ended up and went. I didn't know who Brian Taylor was. He knew me at the time, which is crazy. But I was done. Case went out there. He performed. He was done. We was about to leave. And then Brian got on stage and started singing. I was like, I got to, because I was looking for male singers to help me sing on my music. I was looking for female singers to help me sing on my music more, because I was doing all the singing, and I was just like, man, it's just I hear it differently, and I know somebody who can sing better can probably portray what I'm envisioning. So I heard him sing, and I was like, bro, I gotta wait till he's done. I wait till he finished his whole set, got his info, linked with him. We ended up becoming friends. I went to his house like one time, and then we did like 2 songs. I went to his mama's house, and then when he moved to Madison, we went and we was working on some stuff, and I seen they had an extra room in there, and I was going through some things with my family in Clarksville, and it was just time. He was like, bro, just you can move in here, you know what I'm saying? So the owner of the spot, he was like, yeah, it was cool. I moved in, met Bryant, met Jemiah, met AB, met Lauren, like bam, it was like a trickle effect, and it was like a genuine, like, you know what I'm saying?
All those people are great people, by the way. Dope individuals. Like Lauren is dope. Bammy is dope. Yes. Like everybody that you name. I've never met Jemiah though.
Okay.
I've never met Jemiah. I would love to meet her because she performed and killed it last night.
She did.
She
I didn't even know. Did I see you last night? I did.
Yes. Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Like we were getting ready to leave and so I'm like, dang, I didn't know you were in there the whole time. But yeah, man. Like all the people that you named are good people too, man. Yeah. And it bleeds through their music just like yours, man.
For sure. And they really helped me make Life Away From Home everything it was. So even me, it sheds light on when I was looking for female singers and male singers other than my own voice to help me bring what I hear to life. And AB, like just the whole piece of the product. Like I wrote everything on there except for the hook to Pain Pills. Bam wrote that hook.
Really?
That's the first song.
Oh wow.
That's the first song that I got for Life Away From Home. When I met AB, he was frying chicken. No, Bam was frying chicken, and AB was like going through beats, and he asked Bam, he was like, you want to see if he likes Pain Pills? And then Bam was like, show him Pain Pills. And then he played the hook, and then I was like, dang. And I like almost started writing. I started writing the verses like instantly, and then they gave it to me. And then we re-sung the hook. I brought Brian in to sing it, brought Jemiah in to sing it. Bam is still singing on it as well. Right. He's just like in the mix of all the voices. And then I wrote the verses, and that was the first song that laid out the rest of Life Away From Home.
That's crazy, and that's the last song on the album.
Right, and everybody's on it. Jemiah.
Yeah, I know. Bro,
it's crazy.
That's crazy because that's my favorite song. Like,
mine too,
y'all did it right. Yeah, y'all did that right.
Man, mine too.
That's my favorite song. Like, I had it on repeat for a minute. I'm like, man, this is a beautifully crafted song.
I appreciate that, man. And I didn't write the hook to Vibin', Brian.
Vibin' was, man, dope.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up too. Vibin' is dope.
Yeah,
Vibin' is super dope.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, Brian. I fuck with Brian though. That's my bro.
Now I saw you perform at the Nashville joint, where it was like you, Black Sun, Floss, Loco. Elevate Nashville. I saw that's the first time I saw you perform. I'm like, this dude is tight. And then not too long after that, I heard Mosaic. And I was like, okay, this dude is cold.
I was gonna perform that at Elevate Nashville, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just keep all my shit kind of smooth. And then, but in retrospect, I would have definitely performed that. From the crowd reaction, like I didn't expect. First of all, I didn't expect it to be that packed.
Man, it was lit in there.
I didn't expect that, and I didn't expect the crowd to, I didn't expect the crowd to
embrace
me.
Yeah, for sure.
So I definitely would have done Mosaic.
Man, hey, I'm like, when I first heard it, first of all, AB produced that, didn't he?
Yes.
I heard the beat, I'm like, oh man. Okay. I'm like, okay, cool. Because the first 3 seconds as an artist, you're like, okay, this is going to determine if I want to listen to the rest of the song. Right. So I heard him play the keys. I'm like, okay. And then you just started going crazy, and I'm like, sheesh. Right. I'm like, this dude is really like legit with it. Okay, so who are your like top 5 favorite rappers?
Favorite rappers? Kendrick Lamar, for sure. Jay-Z, for sure. J. Cole, for sure. I really like Method Man.
Yeah.
I really like Method Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to know if I say he's my favorite, but I really like Method Man. Like,
I mean, I can see why you like Method Man, because Method Man is my favorite one out of Wu-Tang.
Same.
Reason being is because the way he crafted his internal rhymes along with his end rhymes were crazy.
For real.
Anyway, and the swagger with it. So I think that's what it is, bro. Yeah.
His cadences, like the way he rolled beats and shit. Like I really like Method Man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would definitely say Kendrick, Cole, Jay-Z. And it's crazy, I got on Jay-Z. When I moved to Nashville, I was working this factory job, but we could listen to music. And I listened to every Jay-Z album. And I was like appalled. I was like, I didn't even know. Like I was like a fanatic, like for like a good 6 months. Like you wasn't hearing me listen to nothing but Jay-Z. I was trying to rap on his old beats and all of that shit. So I'm a late bloomer on the Jay-Z wave, but he definitely is a big. I guess I would definitely give it to Kanye and Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Those are people that I for real listen to. Like when I first started, because I wasn't allowed to listen to rap music at first. You know
really?
Yeah.
Up to what age?
Up to like 7th grade, or like 8th grade. Like, but at first I wasn't even really like I was only listening to gospel music and some R&B, you know what I'm saying? Like some R&B, but I got on R&B heavy in like 6th and 7th grade, but I was listening to Kanye in 7th grade. I was definitely listening to Gucci Mane. He's not one of my top rappers, but I was listening to them heavy, and I was listening to Lil Wayne heavy. So, Lil Wayne, Kanye, Jay-Z, Cole, Kendrick.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm assuming whenever you started rapping, like Lil Wayne offered that aesthetic to like, okay, this dude, like the way he crafted his rhymes were crazy along with the swag, and Kanye is just like his whole aura, bro.
Yeah,
just his whole
wild, yeah.
God, yeah.
Wow, yeah. So because Wayne dropped Carter 3.
That was 07 or 08? Late 07 or early or sometime in 08.
I was either in the 9th or the 10th grade.
Okay.
So it had to be 07 or 08.
Yeah, somewhere around that time.
And then in middle school, I was listening to all the mixtapes. He was doing the mixtapes. I actually didn't hear Carter 2 and Carter 1. I heard Carter 1, but not the album until like after Carter 3. Okay. But I was always on the, like, Lil Wayne was big for me in like middle school basketball days, like before games and stuff like that. Yeah. So.
Yo, that's crazy. would you? Well, okay. I always ask every artist that comes up here this question: if you could create a name for your particular genre, for your type of style, what would you name
it? It'll be chief music. It'll be catch height in every, like the whole theme around what I do is catch height in every fall, which is like my hair kind of fucked up, but it's cool. It's got the hat. I just got these hats in. I'm about to drop some shirts and some hoodies and some socks. But chief is the mantra. It's the lifestyle. It's the brand. It's what I feel like my music represents, because a lot of those songs that I feel like people really gravitate towards of mine are songs that I wrote to pull myself up out of a situation mentally. So it's like the catch out in every fall is like finding the silver lining in the problem in the dark clouds, or the simplicity in the clutter. So it's like, okay, this looks like a tragedy. Like even with Nipsey, like that feels, it is, and it seems like to our eyes and our carnal mind as a tragedy, but there's gonna be hype caught from that fall. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be a lot of positivity from that negative situation because of what he stood for and what he did, his legacy while he was alive. So that's what the genre would be. It'd be chief music.
I love it. First of all, shout out to the shameless plug. I need some merch. Okay. I'm going to purchase it from you, though. For sure. Because I hate when people be like, bro, just let me have it. Bro, how are we going to support each other? We just try to get everything for free. It doesn't make sense to me. But I'm going to purchase it. Just let me know when.
For sure.
Yeah. Let me know when you release your stuff, bro. Because, I always support everybody. It comes of it. That's the only way. I got to be the change that I'm trying to see.
That's what's up. And it's crazy. I didn't know you rapped until that song with you floss and man. I seen it. I was like, I didn't know he could spit. Like, it's tight too.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate it. I've been rapping. Okay, so I've been rapping for some time now. I'm just now starting to get on the Nashville scene as far as like rubbing elbows with y'all and trying to figure out where I fit in.
For sure.
And see where I can fit in and see where I can contribute to the movement.
For sure.
You see what I mean?
Sure,
so I ain't trying to be Jordan. I can be Draymond or I can be Sean Livingston. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? It's like being a man is giving everybody else an opportunity. Right. And that's what I see. That's what I love about the Nashville scene of rap, because it's like, or hip hop, is that, like, for instance, the Lincoln, I saw like people that I've seen there. It's like he was at the Lincoln, that I've heard about. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to Stan and Petty and stuff about it. So it's like, man, the more of those, I want to be able to be at one of those to be able to create and stuff. So I'm working on content myself right now. So. Yeah, I got to get your number after this too, so we can break bread and stuff like that, bro.
Sure,
Speaking of the Lincoln, were you there?
I was, man.
Man, how was it?
Man, it was great, bro. Like it was so great. Like a lot of songs came out of there. First off, shout out to the Black Sun and the whole Black City. Shout out to Roe. They really put that together. You know what I'm saying? Single-handedly. But it was really dope, man. It felt like really cultural and community based and like family based. Like the conversations, like there was like debates about basketball, but a lot of great music got made in that weekend. Like about 100 songs. I
heard that rumor too.
About 100 songs came out, and me and Black we're really close. Like we talk like every day on the real. But a lot of and just there. I've been in a few like meetings and stuff like that with some influencers and curators and stuff like that, and that thing was huge. Like to them to see that go on, like they were like, wow, and it was organized. There was split sheets and. It was dope, man. It was dope. There was like 4 studios set up. There was room for producers to do their thing. Like there was recording going on in here, and it was respect and honor everywhere. So say it was everybody talking, yo, we finna record. Silence. Even if it's like 20 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is silence. We're recording the verse. So it was dope. And that's not the last one. So
for sure,
yeah, it's not the last one. So
for sure,
yeah,
I gotta make it. Look, Black Sun. First of all, I've never formally met the Black Sun.
Gotta meet him, bro.
But he's dope.
He's dope, man.
And the Black Sun, if you ever see this, man, one, I need to meet you formally. And two, we need to chop it up and get you on Coolin with AC.
For sure.
So we're all in this together, bro.
Yeah.
We're all forming as one. I freaking love it, dog.
And that was what was really dope about the LinkedIn too, is because it brought up. I met people that like either have listened to my music or heard me on something. You know what I mean? Like that I didn't know that were super dope producers, artists, like rappers, singers. Like I'm like, bro, you're so dope, and they've been here longer than I've been here, you know what I mean? So it was dope for that too, like connecting, networking, like met a lot of dope people, man. That like even last night at the Mercy Lounge, I seen, you know, a couple people that I met at the Lincoln. It's just like we was talking like, bro, like glad I met you, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I met you in that creative space too, like, and it was dope, man.
That's beautiful, man.
It was dope, man.
That's beautiful.
I'm glad I was able to witness that. And it was crazy too, 'cause I was sick. So I'm only on like 2 songs of those 100. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So I really missed like a lot of the sessions, but I would come in I would come in and try to do what I could. And if I had to leave, I just had to leave. But what I got to experience, it was dope.
That's wonderful, man. Like I said, bro, you are a great artist.
I appreciate it.
I went back and listened to, looked at a couple of other your YouTube videos, the King shit, and and what was the other one that I looked at before that? I looked at Mosaic, of course, because that's one of, I think that may be my favorite song from you. Period.
Appreciate it, man.
And there was one that you came out with in 2014. I forgot the other one.
Because I only got a few videos.
Yeah.
It was in 1993.
It wasn't 1993.
Okay. Was I by myself or was Case in it?
I'm trying to think.
Time management.
Time management.
Cool.
That's it.
Cool.
Time management.
Yeah, that was one song that really helped me pick up some steam in Nashville. 2, I dropped a project called Trials of Julio. That's actually that's not on. Is Trials of Julio on anything? It's on you can find it on YouTube, but like I was very unorganized, man, and I was like. I'm impulsive sometimes, so I was like, man, I'm about to restart my SoundCloud, and I took a bunch of music off my SoundCloud, and that was one thing that I took off. But that project really started to get me love in Nashville. Time management was on that project. King shit I dropped before that project, but around that area of time, that's when I got on. I got on something. I want to say Sneakers and Speakers.
Okay.
I got on Sneakers and Speakers, but that was after Trials of Julio. So after I did that, people see me perform. They like the music, and from that project I started to do more performances in Nashville, and I was performing Time Management, King shit. And people was really like fucking with me, man. So that's dope that you found that, because that area of time is what I feel like also. Along with Elevate Nashville, but that time period was something that kind of gave me a imprint in the culture here in Nashville.
Yeah, man, bro. I keep saying it, but there's a reason why you're up here. You know what I'm saying? This was supposed to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
This was supposed to happen because, bro, that's how much I revere you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I revere you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you do. I appreciate you being a great person as well as a great artist. So. Bro, I like for me hearing that from you is an honor.
Sure, I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. One more question.
Okay.
I asked everybody this question. You get one producer, you get an R&B singer, soul singer, and you get another rapper to do a collab album with. Who would they be?
One producer.
I'm talking about like all time, like
all
favorite.
Time.
In every category.
Every category.
Yeah, you can choose from.
Okay. Producer.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go with Pharrell.
Yeah,
He's gonna get me on like the Hot 100.
Yeah, for sure.
Pharrell's gonna singer, Music Soul Child, man. Like easy. That's actually
that's a first though. That's a first I've heard.
That's my favorite artist. You know
okay.
What I'm saying? Like It's my favorite artist.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Like I got all his albums. His Christmas album. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with music so much. So Pharrell, Music Soul Child, and Kendrick.
Oh yeah, that's an incredible album. That's an incredible album. Now, it's crazy you say Pharrell. The reason why I looked at him when you said Pharrell is because every artist that's been up here has either chosen Timbaland or Pharrell.
Nothing else.
And then I think chose. Stan changed his mind last week. He said he went from Pharrell to old Kanye.
See, I thought about Kanye when I said Pharrell.
He said old Kanye, but yeah.
But I gotta go with Pharrell, man. He gave us a lot of shit, man. So
he did, man. Yeah, and to me, him and Timbo has like transcended like just only hip hop. They've gone pop.
Exactly.
They've done so many different records, and they were still fire.
Right.
They were still fire though.
Still cold and can go over there and exist there, and then come back and give us a stir fry. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, so.
Hold on, he produced stir fry?
Yeah, that's for real.
I did not know he produced stir fry, bro. That's crazy.
Man.
I'm asleep. I'm really asleep. I am tripping.
I really rock with stir fry. Like when that song came out, it was a wrap for me. With what I'm saying, with anything else, I was bumping that. Like in the whip, I'm bumping that.
Golly.
Yeah.
So besides Chief, like what other endeavors do you have? Like what do you have in your blueprint right now?
Me and Case Arnold.
Yeah.
We just did our first joint project.
Okay.
Like we've been working together since 2011. And we just did our first joint project. It's called Godspeed. But like anytime we do that again, or like we do stuff together, it'll be titled Godspeed. Like it won't say Tim G and Case Arnold. It'll be Godspeed. And that'll be our name together. I'm still like Tim G. We're not like a group or nothing, but when we get together and do that, like it's Godspeed. So that's going to be something that's Brandon Still Familiar is his
his brand.
Yeah, that's his,
that.
yeah, that's his brand. But we've been talking about like starting like a nonprofit and doing like some community things and like putting together some art shows and like create like an idea of family and our culture and what we believe in, our values and stuff like that. But we've been talking about doing that through the Still Familiar YouTube channel. Like even my Chief stuff will funnel through the Still Familiar. But we're just trying to figure out how we want to do it to where it makes the most sense. Because with the Chief, I'm about to like start a label. Like my first, like I'm gonna start my label and I'm gonna be the first artist for it, of course. Already on my publishing and stuff like that, but I'm gonna go, corporate with it and get the IN and all the proper things I'll need to make it an official business and do some endeavors with that. But those are two things, kind of, I would say like I'm working on right now while still working on Chief. While still working on the clothing brand and things like that. I'm getting into like songwriting, like publishing, like sync placements, trying to get like TV placements. That's something I've been focusing on heavy with the team. Getting a booking agent. So like I really want to get into the songwriting just because like originally I wanted to be a singer. I sing still, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a singer, you know what I'm saying?
But like, you still good though. It's like, bro, yeah, you can still do your thing.
So like until I like gain that confidence, you know what I'm saying? I want to take my ideas, like me and Bryant, like we write together, you know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could play out something, man. We got something with 6 Sense, me and Bryant. 6 Sense did Vibing, but when he gave me that beat, he gave me like, man, 6 Sense is cool. Shout out to 6 Sense, man. Congratulations on everything you got going on. But when he gave me that beat, he also gave me like 5, 6, 7 other beats, and me and Brian like wrote a couple songs to him. But we got one song, man, it's so dope. But I'm really trying to get into like writing with singers and writing writing hooks for like bigger artists who accept hooks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to learn more about how that stuff actually works. So I want to get into it, you know what I mean?
Dang, I would like to pick your brain on that, because it's like, it's one thing to hear something, like to hear yourself like hum something that you have in your mind, but to hear somebody else that can sing something that you wrote, it's like that sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. Is it gratification?
Yeah.
Validations? Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's like, dang, man, like I wrote that.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like me and Brian got another one, but it's with Street Symphony, and that song is dope. When that song comes out, bro, that song's dope. But like hearing him sing it is so funny, because I don't sound like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's funny, like, and we write together really well, but it's like I'm like, nah, like kind of like I try to like mimic him a little bit. Then he'll do that shit, but he'll like kill it, like sing it loud, like all that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, it's dope, man. I love it.
Yeah, I really, and I told Brian one time, I'm like, bro, I gotta do a song with you.
Yeah, man.
I gotta do a song with him. This is my last question for real.
Okay.
You got let's see, for 2 months.
2 months.
For 2 months, you only have 3 albums that you can listen to. Only 3 albums you can listen to. What are those 3 albums?
I'm gonna go with.
And why? My bad.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. It's this Michael Jackson album. It's the one with all the hits on it, but I always get them confused. Like
I don't know if it's Off the Wall.
It's either Off the Wall or Thriller, but
it's one of those two. Off the Wall, Thriller, and there's another one too.
It would have to be Off the Wall.
Probably Off the Wall.
Because Off the Wall has Rock with You, right?
I want to say. See, now you got me to get in the bag. Let me get in the bag.
Where he got the fro on the cover and he like standing up type shit. I think I would have to go with that.
Okay.
Because that's like probably one of my favorite songs. I gotta get a dope rap album.
Okay.
So I gotta go with Section 80. Not Section 80, but Good Kid, MassCtv. Because the story.
Okay.
Like, there's a story there. Like Money Trees is on there. Like, dang, it's a hard question, man. Cause like,
it's only 2 months.
2 months.
It's only 2 months. Not the entire year.
I'm thinking like, man, I'm on an island.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
2 months. I will go with. That's easy. I would take Off the Wall off that. Then I will go with Good Kid, MassCtv. I will go with Jay-Z's 444.
Okay.
And then Victory Lap. Like when I heard Victory Lap, that was my first album listening to Nipsey Hussle. But he promoted Victory Lap so well.
He did, bro. He
promoted
did
it so well that when it came out, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta listen to it. Because I just kept seeing stuff about it. I kept on seeing like the marathon pictures or him like and like after I listened to that album, I was like, damn, bro, Nipsey Hussle is tight. And it's crazy because it was last year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's when I was like, Nipsey Hussle's tight. I followed him. Like, I started following his, like, what he was on. Like, I always knew about Nipsey Hussle and I always seen an interview when he was talking about buying land and stuff like that instead of jewelry. But I didn't know he was that profound mentally and spiritually, like it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before Victory Lap. So
for sure. Oh yeah.
So for 2 months, like I've been like really like even me saying his passing was like there's positivity that's gonna come from it. Like for me this morning, I was gonna sleep in, bro. Like I was gonna sleep in, but I had to go pick up my hats. I had to take care of some stuff with that company to get the rest of my shit together for my website. I worked out this morning, like. But I thought about the fact that man, while he was alive, he was working his ass off, and he's not here no more. So I gotta work my ass off. Like that energy that he put into this planet, like it's gonna come back off. It's gonna come back out. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come back out through actions like those. So get my mind right. I would definitely fuck with Nip, man. Like I've been listening to him like crazy. You know, that's the way it works.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, it's so unfortunate. Yeah, but the great thing about it is his spirit lives on, bro. Like, he's still here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's still here. I mean, his flesh is gone, but he's still here. For sure. And everything that he stood for is still here, and it's up to us to continue to move, to push that movement forward, bro. For sure. And we'll probably talk about it more tomorrow on tomorrow's podcast, but it's like, as black folk, we're so accustomed to putting somebody in the front, and then they become a target, and then that's what we have. Right? To whereas everybody takes the onus upon themselves to push the culture forward, right? So it's up to us that are in the know, especially this age group, people that were born between 85 and 95, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? To push the culture forward, because we were born in we're connecting 2 generations.
For sure.
So with that being said, we have to, it's a natural, we were born with this responsibility to shed light on both generations, right? To both sides.
Wow, that's crazy. I never thought about it like that. Bro, that's crazy, because it's like, for real, like, like, I got a homie, man. I just linked up with a homie, man. He like 35 though, or he's something like that. But we was talking. He was saying he was born in 85, and then I think we say 95. Like, I got a homie, but it's like, that's definitely like on the like 95 and beyond is like super technology, like computers, internet, like a motherfucker. 85 that way is more so like when they like disco, the crack.
Crack era.
Like, all of that stuff. So it's like the 60s, 70s. It's just like the drugs and the like, that's crazy. Like, I never, like, I'm visualizing it. Like, I'm never put it in the perspective.
We were right in the middle of both of those. We're the middle child. Like, when J. Cole came out with Middle Child, we're the middle child, bro. Like, that's our generation. Like, that's us. Because we blend both. Like, we still have the foundation. We understand the foundation of this generation, but we understand the work ethic or how to work smarter with this generation. So we really combine it together. We're the bridge.
For sure.
We're the bridge.
For sure. Like, for the kids that's making money on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, that looks funny to the older people, but that looks inspiring to the younger people. Like, and I'm generalizing, but
go ahead.
Like, this just, I'm just like really diving in on that idea, that concept. I never thought about it like that. Like,
we're really powerful, bro, because we know, okay, y'all too traditional, but sometimes, like, y'all, at times, y'all can be too traditional, and it's like, sometimes y'all can be way too out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's important for us to share knowledge on both ends, which makes us very important. So, R.I.P. Nip. He did that, man. Yeah. Think about it. He's one of the guys that knew he had the knowing of what was going on, but he also knew how to advertise his stuff in a new way, which made him powerful. On real estate, you know, had his own store, had his own mall. Like, bro, he was a genius, bro. He was a threat, really.
And his store, I didn't know that, but his store was like a smart store. Like, he developed it with like a coder, a black coder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that until like yesterday, and I was already following the coder. I don't know how that works, but I was already following the guy who built the store with him. But he was on a whole. He was selling water and like everything.
I was about to say, the coder dude. Didn't he like help design something with Facebook or?
Yeah, he designed something with a few other companies and stuff like that.
Yeah, and, so he's brilliant.
He's a CPO of Marathon of the All Money In. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man.
Man, R.I.P. Nip, man. Like, he's still here, though. You know what I'm saying? You still here, homie.
Yeah, man.
We're going to acknowledge that.
Yeah,
and everything he left behind is what, we have to push forward.
Right.
Well, Tim, go ahead and give your social media handles and where they can find your music, man.
You can find me on the social media wave. You can find me at Tim, Gent, like gentleman, so Tim_Gent, and then for the streaming platforms, it's just Tim Gent, no underscore. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms, and then we'll have the website up soon, man. Catch Heighten every fall, man.
Yes. Man, everybody, today, check out Tim Gent on all platforms, man. Great artist, and most importantly, great person on top of that. Coolin Live is going to be coming soon. Hopefully, you can make it there. It would be wonderful to do that. We're gonna have that popping. Shout out MassCtv. This is the platform,
yes, sir.
And all of our shows. So we do. Do I need to mention it or no? Oh, we can. I can mention it. Okay. So an app, the MassCtv app rollout is gonna be coming soon.
Nice.
Sometime within the next couple of weeks, somewhere around there. Whenever Zach decides to do it, that's when we gonna roll it out. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. So I'm expecting we gonna be hitting the streets, showing that face card, and letting y'all know, hey, download it, because not only you're supporting black business, but beyond that is the platform, man. I mean, what else can we say? I mean, if that don't sell it enough, you need to check yourself and check your ego at the door. This is...
Man, before we go
ahead.
I want to tell you, bro, you also inspired me to work out this morning.
That's love, bro.
You've been doing the days, you know what I'm saying?
That's love, bro.
And I was like, today is day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told myself when I got... I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
It's all good. When I got back from California, man, I would... My dad, too. But I would work out, man, and I'm gonna tally the days. So even if I skip a day, like, that's day 2.
Yeah.
And even if I, that's day 3, and then I'm gonna just keep going, man, until I'm at 140,
bro.
150 days. Like, you inspired me to, you know what I'm saying? So
that's love, bro.
Let you know on the camera.
Yeah, man, thank you, brother. I mean, well, the thing about that, before we get off, is that it's just like anything else in life, right? Mm-hmm. It's just one day you make your mind, like, I'm just about to take this step. Just like rapping, just like going to work, just like anything else. Everything is intertwined. Everything in life is intertwined. Sure. So once one thing is aligned, you get another thing aligned, another thing aligned. So, like, it doesn't have to be to where people make you think you have to do it a certain way.
Right.
You go at your own pace. That's the beautiful thing about life, though.
For sure, man.
Can't nobody else be Tim.
Right.
You feel me?
Nah, right, yeah.
And that's like, can't nobody else be me. So just whatever your pace is, do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do it your way, man. Do it your way. And hold yourself accountable.
For sure.
Boom. You hold yourself accountable, everything else gonna fall in line anyway.
Right. Coolin with AC.
You dig? Hey, man, it's the 4th episode, man. I'll catch y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got something. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hey. Lately, I'm seeing God in everything, making me a little more thankful. Riding around, I'm feeling like the big chief. Yeah, I done been a little more thankful. The money got a little more proper. Yeah, I done had to fix my posture. I done tripped up, got up, given up. Never been an option. I gotta get it. I'm better. I'm level. Get my head on. Triple the work, that's the old stack bread to that low come. Get after money, but don't be led wrong. Yeah, don't be led wrong.
Yeah. Dreams of podcasting in an open palace. Gotta hold a balance for my multi-talents. Told them I would travel on the road to Dallas to smoke a Cuban with a Cuban just to show the Mavericks ball statuses. Those I identified. The more I chose to post by, you killed. I chose to post by, so I've been the guy. All because I chose to keep it 4 times 25. New discussions breeding new assumptions with vertical leaps from conclusion jumping in mood of proving nothing. It's like you have a loose screw or something. Missing toolbox, you screwing nothing. Improve the function of peeping the scene, then leading the door. Leave me the key, proceed to ignore. People will see that you tweaking for sure. It's comic release. I've seen it before. I'm in peace and got it with ease. I'm keeping my peace. Yeah, man. I'm just stupid, man. Hey, man. This is it, man. We out. Yeah, man.
I think what it is, like, Nashville specifically, is because of like the genre that's like kind of taking control of the narrative in Nashville. They're like big on like songwriting.
Yep.
So everything is songwriting. So us as the artists that we are, we're not songwriting for other artists. You know what I'm saying? We're not like delving in those areas. And until like one person like pops off, I feel like how it'll expedite is if we start like incorporating what we do with each other more. Like I'm writing with them, I'm writing with them, like, and not raps, nobody write my raps, but like hooks, writing for singers, like getting into that realm. Being in Nashville, I think it'll help. It's not just one thing that'll fix it, you know what I'm saying, or that'll speed up the process. But I think just in a few meetings I've been in like recently with like influencers who are in these positions that are trying to pull up the, I don't want to say urban, but just not country music, you know what I'm saying, like R&B, hip hop, soul, funk, like everything that's going on around here. It's like that's another way that we can like kick the door. Like everybody's awesome at writing. Everybody writes phenomenally. So because of that, like we could like, I don't know. That's just, you know, my little small.
Bro, man, you're a well of knowledge, bro. Like, and I know because you've been doing how long you been rapping now?
2011, since 2011.
Oh man, yeah. Let's get the show started, man. We gotta get this thing popping. It's been rolling, ain't it? Yes, perfect. Yes, it's been rolling. All right, great.